Before we get started, I just want to recognize my shout out of the day, S.I. Weezy. He was the first to comment on my last video, so he gets the shout out of the day. Channel link will be in the description. He posts some amazing NBA content. If you want to be my next shout out of the day, then just comment down first in my next video. And once I verify that you are first, then you will be the next shout out of the day. With all said and done, let's get started. What is up, YouTube? It's the right gamer, the right channel, and the right content, and we are back with another video. Now, I'm sorry this is late, but today we are going to be looking over my thoughts on the 2018 NBA Draft. Now, of course, we're only going to be looking at the lottery picks because I don't know absolutely everybody. I don't watch college basketball like that. So I don't know absolutely everybody, but we're going to be looking at these 14 lottery picks and seeing what I think of them. Now, of course, we're going to start with number 1, DeAndre Ayton to the Suns. I mean, we all knew it was going to happen. We all expected it. I think it's a pretty good move for them. You know, they have the center that they need. They should have drafted the center. That was the right move. So, yeah, I think that's pretty good for them. They have Devin Booker, Josh Jackson, DeAndre Ayton. That's a pretty good big three. They got TJ Warren still. Maybe one of those guys like Dragan Bender or Marquise Chris will develop a little more. They'll have a pretty good team. Now, going to number 2, Marvin Bagley III. Now, I'm not saying this is a bad pick by the Kings. I'm just saying, like, Marvin Bagley has the potential to be a really good player. But I feel like the Kings franchise is going to ruin him. Like, the Kings are one of the more poorly managed franchises in the NBA, as you know. So I just feel like it's just going to mess up Marvin Bagley's development, giving him a higher chance of being a bust. Alright, moving on to number 3 and number 5. Luka Doncic to the Mavericks. Actually, we're going to start with Luka Doncic to the Mavericks. I love this trade by the Mavericks. That was a really good move, in my opinion. Nice job, Mark Cuban. Going to be paired up with Dennis Smith Jr., which is interesting because, you know, Luka Doncic is best utilized when he's playing the point guard position. So if he's not playing the point guard position, Dennis Smith Jr. is, I don't feel like he can reach his full potential. But at the same time, he has targets. He has Dennis Smith Jr., he has Harrison Barnes, he has a lob target in Nerlens Noel. I feel like it's a really good place for him to develop and, you know, become a great player. But the Dennis Smith Jr. situation is going to be an issue. Now, as far as Trae Young to the Hawks, this basically confirms that Dennis Schroeder is getting traded. But I feel like Trae Young should have went to a place with like a really good development system. Like I'm not gonna name any specifics because like when I think good development system, I think Celtics, Spurs, or Warriors, and he's obviously not gonna go to any of those places. I'm just saying he should have went to one of the teams with like one of the better development systems in the NBA. So he can lower his chance of being a complete bust, because I feel that he has a chance to be a bust. He has a chance to be a superstar, and I just want him to go to a place where he has the best chance to be a superstar. And I don't feel like the Hawks is that place, but he will be the man on this team, so maybe he will shine. Now, as for the Magic selecting Mohamed Bamba, there's like two sides of this for me. On one hand, you know, you have your center of the future. You can trade Vucevic, you can trade Biyombo. But on the other hand, you have Vucevic and you have Biyombo. Biyombo's contract is going to be hard to trade, and Vucevic's trade value, although he's a good player, is not that high. So if they can't trade one or both of those guys, I don't know how the rotation is really going to work with that. Now, for the Bulls drafting Wendell Carter Jr., I don't really approve of this draft pick. I really thought they should have drafted Michael Porter Jr., but they drafted Wendell Carter Jr., and I guess it could work alongside Lauri Markkanen. Although I thought Wendell Carter Jr. was a power forward. It says he's a center, but I thought he was a power forward. But I guess it could work, both of them being in the front court, but I'm just not sure about that pick. Now, moving on to the Cavaliers selecting Colin Sexton. He came off the board a lot earlier than I thought he would, and that's a good pick by the Cavs. Again, Michael Porter Jr., but, you know, Colin Sexton is still a good pick. He's still a really good point guard. And they're basically preparing for the rebuild when LeBron, you know, leaves them on scene. So for the Knicks, Kevin Knox. I think that this was a good pick. I think maybe they could have went with somebody like Mikal Bridges. Maybe could have went with somebody like Michael Porter Jr. Maybe could have went with somebody like Miles Bridges. But Kevin Knox is still a good player. He probably will be a really good scorer in the NBA. So he'll probably fit pretty well beside Porzingis and whatever starting point guard they use, Ntilikina or Mudiay, whoever they use. Now it's 76ers. Initially I was like, good job, you drafted Mikal Bridges like you should have. But then they traded him to the Suns for the one guy, I can't even remember his name. Mikal Bridges was a perfect fit for the 76ers, but they traded him to the Suns for absolutely no reason. So again, another W by the Suns and an L by the 76ers. They got a draft pick, they got a Heat draft pick, but I don't think it's gonna be like terribly great. So bad job by the 76ers. Hornets, SGA. All right, I mean, I think they should have drafted a point guard since Kemba Walker is leaving. And, since they're trading Kemba Walker. And SGA was the best on the board. I didn't like his player comparison. They compared him to Michael Carter Williams, which worries me a little bit. But, him and Malik Monk in the backcourt, that would be exciting to watch. So, pretty decent job by the Hornets. For the Clippers, 2 picks. Miles Bridges traded to the Hornets for SGA. Oh, I forgot about that. So the Clippers have SGA. So good again, still good for them because they needed a point guard. And Colin Sexton was off the board. He was the best guy there. SGA. There you go. Hornets with Miles Bridges, Malik Monk, and Miles Bridges on the wing. That seems like. So forget what I said about SGA on the Hornets. That would have been my initial reaction. Just take it as that. But I do the trade. Whether they traded or stayed the same, I still would have been fine with it either way. Now the Clippers' other pick, Jerome Robinson. I don't really know who this guy is. Like, to be honest, I don't really know who this guy is. I have no information on him. Somebody tell me who he is in the comments, like if he's good or not. But shooting guard, all right. And finally, the steal of the draft, Michael Porter Jr. to the Nuggets. I cannot believe Michael Porter Jr. fell this far down in the draft, but the Nuggets benefited from it. So now they can slide him in that starting small forward spot, have a starting lineup of Jamal Murray, Gary Harris, Michael Porter Jr., Paul Millsap, and Nikola Jokic. That is definitely at least like a 6 seed, maybe in a 5 seed or a 4 seed in the playoffs. That's just monstrous. And Michael Porter Jr. doesn't have as much pressure on him than if he was a higher pick, so that he'll have an easier time developing, and hopefully he will turn into the superstar that we all want him to turn into. And the Nuggets will contend for future years to come. So that's pretty much all of what I think about the 2018 draft. Of course, there are other notable picks like Grayson Allen to the Jazz, Dante DiVincenzo to the Bucks. But that's pretty much it. So thank you guys for watching this video. If you enjoyed, leave a like, comment down below what you think of this draft, any mistakes that teams made in your opinion. Subscribe, hit the notification bell so you never miss a video. And I'm out. Peace.
I don't really care if you cry.